Well, what do we have here? The new armor looks good on you, Dagger. Thanks, Straps. I'm told you were in charge of the droids down there. What are you, a mercenary? Who are you working for?
Commander Triton, isn't it?
I ask the questions here. Who are you working for?
It doesn't matter. I failed. Eventually, so will
He's dead.
Well, I've heard the prisoner committed suicide.
You heard right, Captain. Have you run the recon missions of the planet, I asked?
I have. We found no CIS outposts or troops.
So that was it? They just ambushed us and left?
I assume they walked us into a trap to delay us from advancing elsewhere. Dalron 5 doesn't have a lot of strategic significance anyway.
Alright, deploy garrison down to the planet. We're moving out of here in 72 hours.
Thank you, General Vondell, for giving us this military assistance.
No need to thank me, Prime Minister Dara. I'm simply doing my services for the independent systems.
Yes, however, I do wonder. Vonti is still a neutral planet. What happens if the Republic finds out before your base is complete? I fear they might launch an invasion.
They wouldn't dare, Prime Minister. I'll make sure the base is completed in time.
Now I think I'll stay with the army after the war. It's all I've ever known. What about you, Cameron? Honestly, I don't know. Part of me wants to stay, part of me wants to retire. You know, start a farm in the middle of nowhere, start a family and live a peaceful life. Not really my thing. I need some adventure. Commander? Dagger, Cameron, how you boys doing? Fine, Commander. Got any news for us? Not yet. The rumor is we'll be sent to support to the Outer Rim sieges. The General will know this more accurately. But why don't you just ask him?
Hello, boys.
General Tarkar? General Tarkar?
Listen, Trident Dagger, I'll need you two for a moment. See you around, Cam.
Oh, there you are.
Admiral Kyle, you got something for us?
Are you familiar with the planet Vonti?
No.
I am, partially. I believe it's a neutral planet in this sector. Our supply convoys to the Outer Rim go through it.
Precisely. We've received intel that the CIS has established a military airbase there. Not only that violates Vonti's neutrality, but it also puts the convoys at risk. We've been tasked with removing the base.
Removing it how?
Captain Weller will give you our plan.
Alright, firstly, we're going to attempt to negotiate the removal of the base. If they refuse, we're going to establish a blockade to prevent them from attacking the convoys. If they attack the blockade, we bomb the airbase and launch an invasion of the planet.
Invade a neutral planet?
General, if I may say so, Vonti shouldn't be considered neutral in the first place if they approve the construction of a CIS airbase. Let's hope they'll come to their senses. When do we leave?
Prime Minister Dara, we have received intel that you allow the Separatists to set up an airbase here.
Yes, I have. But I assure you, it's only meant for anti-piracy operations.
I'm sure you understand that allowing Confederate troops to operate from Vonti can be seen as an act of war against the Republic.
Vonti has no interest in your war. We're dealing with a piracy problem, and the Confederacy offered to help.
Whatever the reasoning, a Confederate military base on this planet cannot be tolerated.
Is it not the Republic who claims they are helping people?
Who are you supposed to be?
Gentlemen, this is General Vondell. He is in charge of the CIS base.
Have you ever wondered why so many systems left the Republic, Admiral? It is because the Republic is failing to fulfill its promises to its people. The Republic is not what it once was. The Senate is full of greedy, squabbling delegates. There is no interest in the common good.
If you provided Vonti with a limited arsenal of weapons instead, they could take care of the problem without having their neutrality questioned.
General Tarkar, isn't it? Don't even get me started on you, Jedi.
That's enough, gentlemen. I've made my choice, Admiral Kyle. The Republic has no right to force us to change that.
Commander Triton.
You know me?
Yes, I remember your file.
How so?
Do you remember your mission on Dauron 5?
Daron 5.
Indeed. You could say we know each other from there. If you'll excuse me now, I've got work to do.
Wait, General, do you realize you're about to draw a neutral planet into war?
No, I believe it's ultimately your decision. Goodbye for now, Commander.
Well, how did the negotiations go?
Not good. They're absolutely set on not removing the base.
I don't like this. I think they're planning to set up a much larger military base. If we're to prevent that, we must launch the blockade ASAP. I agree. Admiral, it's up to you.
Yes, you're right. I'll get the fleet ready to move out.
Admiral, we're receiving a transmission from the capital.
Put it through.
What is the meaning of this, Admiral?
Prime Minister, by the power bestowed upon me by the Republic High Command, I'm launching a blockade of your planet to prevent any aggressions from the illegal CIS outpost. Any ships bound for this world found to contain weapons will be turned back immediately.
You're going to regret this.
I'm sorry, Prime Minister, but for as long as the CIS stations troops on Vonti, this is a necessary step.
Nice shots, Cameron. Oh, that's nothing. Haha, speed for the win. Impulse, do you honestly just not value accuracy? Fuck off, Cam. Hey, Vala. Morning, Commander. Has the blockade started yet? Yes. Good. That should keep more droids out of here. Listen, I need to ask you something. I don't know how this is going to end, but if we end up having to launch an invasion, I'd like to ask you to come down to the ground with us. I don't know, Triton. I haven't been in the field since Dalron. I know, and I'm short one capable officer since Dalron. Alright, I promise I'll think about it.
You've asked to see me, Prime Minister.
Yes. Have you seen the orbital traffic today?
Indeed. 3 Venator-class cruisers and 2 Architons-class light cruisers. This is no ordinary blockade force. This is a battle task force.
What are you saying here, General?
An invasion is likely in order.
What can we do? The garrison you stationed here won't be enough to hold them off.
There is something you can do.
What's that?
The Confederacy could send a fleet to aid us, but you'd have to pledge to join the Confederacy.
I don't like this. Me neither, but the base can't stay here. We all know that. Well, if there's gonna be a war here, at least we gotta shoot some clankers. This isn't funny, Impulse. Vonti is a neutral world, and we put them at the brink of war. Do you guys remember the deployment on Daron 5? I think it was 2 years ago now. Sure do. You made me an arc trooper after that one. What about it? Vondell said we knew each other from there, but I didn't find him having anything to do with Dalron in the files we have on him. Perhaps he was just provoking. Captain Vela, any news? Yeah, there's an incoming transmission from the capital.